Hello and welcome to another episode from the Water's Edge. As you can probably see, we've left sunny England behind. For the next 10 days or so, I'm going to be out of holiday here in Greece on the island of Kos. It's a lovely island, people here are great, foods here are great, and above all else we've got mile upon mile of beautiful beach, crystal clear waters, and along with that, just in the background, we've got a privately owned yacht by the Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich. Now, as you can all understand as anglers, when you get a chance to do something a little bit different, it's always great and you never know what you can catch. So I'm going to go grab a rod, we'll have a little walk up the beach to see where we're going to fish, we'll see if we can catch some fish. I have heard from the locals that these fish can be quite wary and hard to catch, so we'll give it a go. As any, nice and quiet, not too many people about, so the fish may feel a bit more confident. I've got a little selection tackle with me. I've got some bread as bait. We'll talk a bit about that in a minute. That's what I've been told is the best for these little fish down here. With me, I've got a little tiny tackle box, a little selection of bits and pieces, hooks, shot, line. There is a few spinners in there as well, just in case. I mean, you never know these sort of ventures. There could be anything out there. And then I've got a little telescopic travel rod. What I'm going to be starting with is I've got a chub dibber float at the top there, which is clear. I think they're quite spooky, so that's a big plus. Shot all around the bottom. I've got a very light hook link of £2. Again, I don't think there's nothing massive, so that should be fine. I think what the way to go, from what I've heard, is a bit of floating bread, or a little bit just nipped on the hook so it sinks a bit. And that should be what we're going to catch some fish on. Anyway, let's get some bait in there, we'll get them feeding, and then we'll get fishing. Well, as I said, bread is what I've been told is the bait, so for the last 5 or 10 minutes I've just been breaking little bits of the crust off and just chucking them in the edge, and already we're really close in. We've got some tiny little fish pecking away like piranhas, and then ever so gradually as the breast drifts out the bits the little fish don't eat, the fish do seem to get a little bit bigger. There's been a few swirls and splashes, almost like carp you'd see back at home. That's the sort of fish maybe we'll be able to catch today. I'll keep doing this for a bit longer, hopefully build up a bit more confidence, and then eventually we may land the fish. Tiny little bit around the shank of the hook, give it a squeeze so it stays on, leave the other end quite fluffy, so hopefully it slowly sinks. They seem to be darting just under the surface, so that's where hopefully they'll pick this up. I'm just going to flick out, so they're not very far out. Just flick out there, the weight of the float takes out there. That's pretty much the only reason I've got the weight of the float on, is just to get it out a little bit further. This fish swirling all around. I missed that one. Never mind, we'll just get another bit of bread on and we'll get back out there again. As I said, I think there could be a bit of that today. These fish are extremely timid and clever. Not the easiest fish to hook at all. That's another point missed. They weren't wrong when they said they're clever. It's almost if they're toying me, just nudging the bread and they won't quite take it. I'm going to persevere though. I think eventually one will slip up. Another bit of bread on. So quick with these fish. Oh, that's That's another one missed. These have got to be some of the hardest fish I've ever tried to have hooked. It's exactly what you remember when you're sitting at home putting some dog biscuits. Sort of, you seem to take every biscuit bar yours. This is exactly what's going on with the big bread. I've had a few bites that I've missed, but they don't take mine until it's the last bit of bread sitting in there. I'm not going to give up, and there's enough fish here for definitely one of them will eventually make the wrong move, and we should have it. Oh, finally, we've managed to hook one. These fish have given me a right run around for a few hours. I don't think he's very big, he's coming in close. A few plows, I think that's maybe made a bit of a difference. He's not the biggest. Here he is. Not 1,000,000% sure what he is, but well, a bit of a good fight for his size. Well, I'm probably sure that's not the fish that's been causing us the issue of missed bites, but it's a start anyway. I'm just going to slip him back and see if we can get out there. I think there's still a few out there, so we'll see how we get on. And away he goes. Let's see if we can get another one. Oh yeah, there's another small one. Yeah, he's still on. Again, I don't think he's massive. Now he's come up in the surf. Just chained ever so slightly to pinching bits of bread on rather than floating on the top. Just created a few little fish. Well, what a lovely looking fish. Pretty lively. Got quite a few nasty spikes on him at the back here, he's just stuck up. Be a bit careful with him, but beautiful colours, really blended in with the background. It's about time we put him back anyway. Let's see if we can catch another one. There's another fish. Biggest one of the day. Again, that switch to bread seems very productive. It's 3 fish, 3 different species. Don't get much better than that. Really well on the top lead. Got a good set of teeth on this fish. It doesn't want to come out. He certainly wasn't coming off. Let's get him back. Just managed to hook what I think is a slightly bigger fish. Really close in. Could even be what I'm hoping. Might be a mullet. That's what we've been taking the bread all day that we couldn't hook. Actually it is, yeah, very nice fish. Just try and slide him up the beach on the next wave. Well, and there he is. One of the little fellas that has been causing me problems all day. I knew I'd win in the end. Well, what a great day's fishing. I think that's it for me. It's 4 different species that I've never caught before, so it's been great fun, really enjoyable. All that's left to do now is enjoy this sunshine for the rest of the week, and next time we'll catch up again back in England. Thanks for watching.